Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Overcoming Invisible Battles Through Visible Strength. I'm Octavia Wright. Thank you for joining me for another conversation centered around healing, growth, and finding strength through life's most difficult challenges. This week, we're discussing a topic that many people experience, but very few people choose to talk about openly: fear, denial, and anger. The emotions nobody talks about. When life changes unexpectedly, whether through illness, loss, disability, heartbreak, or a major life transition, emotions often arrive long before acceptance does. And that's completely normal. The problem is that many of us feel pressured to act like we're okay when we're not. Today, I want to give you permission to be honest about what you're feeling. Do I have your attention? Let's continue. When difficult news enters our lives, one of the first emotions we often experience is fear. Fear forces us to ask questions like, what happens next? Will my life ever be the same? Can I handle this? What if things get worse? Fear feeds on uncertainty. It tries to convince us that because we don't know what's ahead, something terrible must be waiting for us. But fear doesn't know the future. Fear only knows how to imagine it. And while fear is a natural response, it should never be allowed to become the author of your story. Then comes denial. Denial often sounds like, this can't be happening to me. The doctors must be wrong. Maybe if I ignore it, it will go away. Denial isn't weakness. In many ways, denial is the mind's attempt to protect us from overwhelming pain. It's our emotional shock absorber. The problem comes when denial prevents us from facing reality long enough to begin healing. Because healing begins when we acknowledge where we are, not where we wish we were. And then there's anger. Anger often asks, why me? What did I do to deserve this? Why is everyone else's life moving forward while my life feels stuck? Anger can show up in ways we don't always recognize. Sometimes we're angry at our circumstances. Sometimes we direct that anger at people around us. Sometimes we get angry at ourselves. And sometimes we get angry because we're grieving the life we thought we were going to have. The truth is, anger doesn't always have to be about rage. Sometimes it's just pain looking for a place to go. Learn to shift that anger towards encouragement. Here's what I hope for you to remember today. Fear, denial, and anger are not signs that you're failing. They're signs that you're human. These emotions are normal. They are part of the process. The danger comes when we build a permanent residence in temporary emotions. Feel your feelings. Acknowledge them. Talk about them. Pray about them. Journal about them. Seek support when you need it. But don't allow them to convince you that your story is over, because it isn't. Healing isn't the absence of emotion. Healing is learning how to move through emotion without losing yourself. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to be frustrated. You are allowed to be disappointed. You are allowed to be honest. But don't give up. Keep moving forward. One day at a time, one step at a time. Before we close today, I want to leave you with this thought. Your emotions are part of your journey. They are not your destination. What you're feeling today may be real, but it is not permanent. Give yourself permission to feel, and then give yourself permission to move forward. Remember, invisible battles do not make you invisible. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode encouraged you, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if someone you know is struggling through a difficult season, share this message with them. Next week, we'll continue our journey with episode 3, Rebuilding Confidence, One Day at a Time. Until then, keep growing, keep believing, and keep moving forward. Created by eWings. Take care.